First of all, I started Formula 4 in 2019. Before that, I was doing karting. So when I went to Formula 4, basically I was 15 years old, and I did the French F4 Championship. It's been an amazing year for me, amazing championship. It's the only championship where we all have the same cars, same engines, and same tires. So everything is the same with the same setup as well. So yeah, it was for me a good season. I won the title, and I didn't know that I was the youngest in the story before the FI prize giving. But yeah, I mean, it was a good achievement. But I did not have any pressure on that because yeah, first of all, I didn't know that I was the youngest until the ceremony, and then when I went to Formula Renault, I had no pressure because I was supported by Renault, and I was just there I mean, to continue on a good momentum and try to continue on the podiums and try to win the other championships. Well, for sure, 2020 was my worst season in motorsport. I was coming from F4 and I was struggling a lot with the team. I mean, the atmosphere was great, but I was just not comfortable with the team. And yeah, I just wasn't getting the results we all were expecting for. So even Renault was a bit disappointed at that point. And that's why they didn't keep me for 2021. I was not anymore a Renault Academy driver. But as I had a very good 2021 season, Alpine became Renault and they took me back in their program for 2022. So yeah, I mean, for me, it's been a good 2 last years, but for sure 2020 was a very difficult one. It was a bit the case. I mean, for sure when they dropped me, it's been tough because their support was very precious for me. I always struggled to find the required budget for racing, and they were giving me a very good support. So for sure, when I lost them, it had a big impact. But I had a very good 2021 season. I changed my off team and I went to Air Race GP, which is for me an amazing team. And we had a great season. And for sure, when they called me back, I said, "Oh, so it means that my season was not so bad." For sure, now we are many drivers. I mean, I think it's the biggest single-seater championship in the world because we were more than 40 drivers over the season. So it's crazy. But no, I think Formula Regional European Championship by Alpine is clearly a huge step forward. Now we have the push to pass. Well, we had the push to pass this year, and it was a lot better for the racing itself. The tracks are amazing, and also we have a lot more teams now in Formula Regional because in Formula Renault we were only 15 cars, and now we are over 40, so it's more than the double. And even for the super license points, it's a lot bigger now with the Formula Regional. So yeah, it's a very nice championship. It is clearly it is. I mean, that's what I said in the French media last week. For me, it's not a sport anymore. It's business, clearly. Because it doesn't matter if you win all the races or if you get 20 podiums, it will not change anything. You need to find a lot of budget to win the other categories. I mean, I am the record man of the podiums in Formula Regional. I got 18 podiums in the last 2 years. and for the moment I have no seat in FIA3. So yeah, I mean it's quite crazy this sport, but I mean I need to. I'm not the first one to have this issue, but for sure I need to find a solution and try to race next year. I don't know where, but I need to find a seat somewhere. I am very happy with this year. Unfortunately, we finished P4 in the championship, but it's not about the championship result. I mean, if we look at the season, if you look at the second part of the season, I am a champion of the last 5 races. The main issue was the start of the season, and we struggled a lot with the new tires because we changed the tire compound, the Pirelli tires during the winter. So we had to change all the car setups, and it took 2 or 3 races to find the right setups, and we struggled quite a lot. But yeah, as I said, in the last 5 rounds, we were clearly up there, fighting for the wins every time and fighting for the pole positions. So for me, it was a very good season, especially on the second part. And as you said as well, there were 2 wins in Asian F3, which was, I think, quite a strong championship because there were many F3 drivers. And when I left, I was P2 in the championship. So yeah, I mean, we were competitive in all the categories. Yeah. Is a big difference because the FIA F3 car has 150 more horsepower, which is quite a big step. There is the DRS as well, which we don't have in the Formula Regional. And yeah, we have basically a lot more grip in FIA F3. So it's quite a big step. And the adaptation time is quite big. But I mean, I think the Formula Regional is a very good championship to prepare because if you look at all the drivers this year in FIA3, a lot of them were coming from Formula Renault or Formula Regional. And even Isaac Adjar, which was a very strong rookie this year, came from Air Race last year, was my teammate, and Zane Maloney as well. So yeah, they were my 2 teammates last year, and they had a very good season this year. I did this winter test because I had a very good offer from Carlin. I mean, they already wanted me last year, but I had already signed with Air Race for another Formula Regional season. So I did the post-season testing with them. I was quite happy, honestly, with the test we did. The atmosphere in the team was very strong, very good as well. And I really enjoyed the 2 days. At the moment, I have no idea on what I will do next year. There is, to be honest with you, there is probably 80% of chances that I will not do FIA3 because I don't have the budget at all. So unless something crazy happens, I will not be on the F3 grid next year. So it's quite a shame, but yeah, this is how it is. I don't know at all what I will do next year. It is a very good chance. I mean, to have this junior team behind me because they are supporting me financially, which is quite important in this sport. But also they are giving me a very good support in terms of physical preparation. I went to Tenerife for 2 weeks with all the academy before the season to start, and as well I did some Formula One simulator with Alpine. So yeah, the support is very good, and I think it is a very good support and good help for the development of young racing drivers. I would love to drive in FIA F3 next year. Unfortunately, I don't have any opportunity at the moment, so I will see what the future brings. But yeah, it's quite tough because financially I don't have many opportunities, and it is very important in this sport. So yeah, at the moment I really don't know. I wouldn't like to stay with Alpine because I really like the team, and I know them since a few years now. So yes, if I can stay in the academy and try to do FIA3, that would be very, very nice. I mean, this question is very easy with what happened last year in Abu Dhabi. For sure, if I could go back, if I could change something, I would change Abu Dhabi last year because I wanted Hamilton to win, and I think it was quite unfair with the safety car restart and everything. But yeah, for sure, Hamilton was better than Verstappen last year.